I'm so sick and tired of that. Like just loud bass all day, every day. It's now 3:56 p.m. And so I was able to pay. I mean, and that's all I have to. Um, $325 to stay here. All I have, $325, but it costs 365. So I know that with the few little donations I got from my writings, that by next week, by next Monday, I'm supposed to have the another $50. So I have to, since Stripe payments, they take a week to process and show up in my account. So I have to wait until Monday to get that other $50. And so it's like I document every day that, no job opportunity, no success with landing another job. And so I don't want, I feel bad that, I know I'm trying everything I could to battle to stay off the streets. So I even tried to open up a couple of other platforms to try to get my writings out there, hoping I can make money off of that. But I know it's so hard trying to live week to week in a motel and unemployed. Being unemployed is the work is not. Being unemployed, to pay, to be able to pay, it's not guaranteed. So last I checked, I had $325 and 34 cents or something in the account. And so now I paid the whole 325 and I owe $40, in which I'll be able to get that money by Monday with $10 left over. And then um so by next week I was told that you know if I didn't have enough money to stay here, of course, then I would have to be back on the streets. So I have to just be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because I can't be comfortable. I can't be comfortable between this next 7 days, because I have to brace for to end up back on the streets again. But at the other motel, I had the job and was always paying in full and paying on time and stuff. And then they reduced my hours at work, and then they bullied me off the job. So they had me switch schools and then reduce my hours, and then I got bullied off the job. And then I was able to have some help to get to stay there longer. And I kept looking for a job and going to interviews. And it's just so unfair how the employment and housing system, how they operate, that it's structured in a way that where if it weren't the way it is, then um if it wasn't the setup the way it is, I think less people would be hurting and suffering. So, I mean, I feel like if you're interested in working, then they should let you work. But then they want to refuse to hire you because you don't have experience and stuff. Well, how do you expect to gain any experience? So, I mean, and I feel bad to make for it to look like as if I don't pay. I mean, as if I'm incapable of paying all the rent on time or whatever. But I mean, I had that agent. The agency had helped me. Um, and they said I think they may have helped me twice. I could be wrong. If they helped me 1 week or 2 weeks, I forgot. But they said that they couldn't help me anymore because they said that when they help people, they said numerous times that they will help somebody with the motel room, and then the next day the person gets incarcerated, and then the agency loses money. So they said it happened too many times. So that's why they said that they were, afraid to help me even more. But now I have just 34 cents in the bank, and then by Monday I'm supposed to have enough money, to cover in full this week. And then that would leave me $10 over. And I think another $10 is supposed to come on Tuesday. And then a little bit more money, another maybe $10 supposed to come next Friday. But but who knows if I may get any more donations or help today or tomorrow, or maybe Sunday, or any of these days, from my writings, me trying to promote my writings and stuff like that. So I have to brace myself, being afraid, because I know that no way in hell am I going to have. I mean, I guess it would be a miracle if I were to have donations or help with enough money for another week past next Friday. If I were to have another week extra, to stay, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like as if I will have just enough money to pack all my stuff and go to my storage unit and put all my stuff up, and then go back on the streets penniless. I mean, with no money at all. And then and yeah, it'll probably be like February 18th. And so I'm not ready at all. But I wanted to say one thing. Almost instant. I mean, the manager came and knocked on my door. He came and knocked on my door, and just as he came on knock on my door, I was just getting ready to look for my key to come to try to go to the front office. And he had knocked on the door just in time. And I said, well, I said mighty funny, because I was just about to get ready to go to the office. So almost immediately, it was a white female perp with sunglasses and driving a red, what looked like a 2010 model Ford Focus. It was a red Ford Focus with the Texas license plate. And as I was done, paying off, well, not pay off, but I still owe a balance. But I said that I hate owing money, and I hate to have a leftover balance of owing anything. I'm the type that I would rather have things paid in full. So if I knew I wasn't gonna have the majority of the money by by today, then I would have packed up and put my stuff in a storage unit and ended up back on the streets, but still would have had a little money. But at the same time, I would have been suffering with being targeted, stalked, followed, harassed, abused, and set up, and not having a place to take a shower or take a bath. I mean, take a shower or use the bathroom, or no place to safely rest and stuff like that. And so, I mean, I already told y'all the struggles with homeless. It seems like they ain't trying to help the homeless. They're so busy passing laws to try to criminalize the homeless. So I don't know what that lady. I knew she was a perp because Texas license plate, red car. We are not in the state of Texas. Texas license plate and red car, and she was wearing sunglasses, and she pulled up right after with a deceitful looking smile on her face. She already pulled up while I was in the middle of talking to him, but as I was walking out, she was coming in. And then the neighbors 2 doors down, the female was wearing red hair and the guy was wearing something red, maybe a red hat or had something red. And I'm like, damn, today must be a satanic ritual day because it's like they're perping hard. It's Friday and it's the 11th and 2/11, 2022. So all those twos, um, but it's definitely, I think it's a ritual day. And then I realized I forgot that today is the 10-year anniversary of Whitney Houston's death or whatever. You know, so I've even heard people say that Whitney Houston is. I haven't heard people say she's still alive or nothing, but or that she faked her death or anything. But I heard that people try to say that she was a transgender or whatever as well. I've heard people say, but yeah, it's like we've been deceived all this time. But I mean, for me to simply go pay the rent, the I mean, I feel uncomfortable with that idea of owing a balance, but it will be complete by this coming Monday. And then seems like he's kind of hardly in the office, so it's kind of hard to catch him. So I mean, I'm just trying to find my own ways to survive. And it seems like, well, wow, it look like I gotta when my social security runs out, it look like I gotta turn to social media to try to fight to survive. Since being blacklisted and targeted and nobody want to hire you, and then you get a bad word in from past employers and stuff. So I don't even know. Maybe I should just try to write some more short stories. Um, between now and the weekend. And one thing I would hate is for me to leave this motel with dirty clothes. I wouldn't like to leave this motel with dirty clothes. So now I definitely don't have the money to wash my clothes or anything. And I try to not use the motel or hotel, I mean, I try to refrain from using their towels and washcloths because I feel like I don't want to get stains on them and stuff. So, that's why I usually try to use my own towels and washcloths. when I mean I try to use my own towels and washcloths and everything. I try to have my own toilet paper and my own soap because generally housekeepers get an attitude in hotels and stuff when I try to ask for toilet paper or soap. So I just bring my own since they get an attitude. But yeah, I'm wondering what did that lady go tell that man was. I mean, she's not even a guest here, and I know that. I mean, how she knew to come here at this time, but she's not even a guest here. But and she looks too rich to freaking stay here anyway. So I don't even know if she was a gang stalking snitch, probably telling him, probably slandering him to me. I mean, slandering me to him, or this lady, I don't even know her, but she came in, and I think she had some red on in her clothing as well, and she held her keys up like this, her car keys up like this, and and she in her left hand she had like a few pieces of paper folded over. And when I walked out, I didn't know what she told him. So I don't know if she was a gang stalking snitch or or what. But I know that was suspicious. And then right when I walked out of the door, the two neighbors, two doors down, and they looked like Satanists. With the girl had burgundy hair, and the guy was wearing some red, like a red. I don't remember what red he was wearing. If he was wearing a red hat or something like that. So I'm just really scared that people want to, they're supporting this trucker thing and all fake patriotic and stuff. But I mean, y'all ain't gonna help the suffering and the poor and struggling in your own country. So and it's like they're mad that GoFundMe had froze their accounts, and and I don't know. I feel like that trucker thing is a controlled opposition thing or a distraction for what's really to come. But you know, as I said, I keep on saying because I'm nervous. My anxiety is really high. That fearful of being back, scared of being back on the streets again. But as I said, that lady, she looked like she was too rich to stay here. And I never in my life saw her before. And her people of her kind don't usually stay in a motel like this. Or end up in this area. So I knew that people like her, that she was here to gang stalk me. So I know I did a lot of videos today and I talked a lot today. So um if I got some, I mean, I felt like for my documentation I had to say what I said in this video. But then, when I leave next Friday, I won't be able to take everything with me, and I'm gonna have to end up being forced to leave some things behind. So, um, let me stop rambling on for the moment, and if I have another short story, then I'll try to show y'all the short story. All right, thanks. Love y'all. See y'all later.